said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the tailback. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Dropping back, it's Russell. Got his man quickly. And he's brought down after a nice game.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Let's talk about Alabama. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game. A remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you're starting to see the finish line now. Getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. Fires to the big fella. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
They go to the ground. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop. Force him either to kick a field goal or get no points. And this drive is still a success.
They're going to ride this running back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Trying to find the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands.
The Sneak scores it.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun to give to the back. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen in the Crimson Tide D-line in recent years.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Makes the grab. It's Amatola. He's dropped down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part and the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Turning it on! Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
I give the tight end a lot of credit for holding on to the football. I know he's a big guy, but he just got whacked.
They're going to run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
The Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Motion from the back. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete to the left. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a first and goal situation.
Now on first and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Looking for the score. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Running through contact. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Off the play fake on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
I know everyone's yelling, but you didn't get the first down. We need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold them here on third down. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, you got to put...
Breaks into the open. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Second down, he'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's Tamatova. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hendricks. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Oh, they're after him. Working that left side. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He wants to take the top off. Got it inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5. Down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Offense trying to go push pass on 1st down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration and they get the tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Pass is broken up. Incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. He wants it all. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Quick strike through the air for the score. Extra point here will tie the game.
Yeah, and it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You could run the football, still be balanced, use the big throw, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Goes to the option. The pitch. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Russell. They're setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Hauls it in. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Looking to throw on first down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
I love that play call. And quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Oklahoma has the lead right now, but they've been in a dogfight all day and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 4 over Iowa State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it. This one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Running into the open space. There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Jukes his way for more. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the ball.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Running back searching for a hole. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Russell. He's got it on the run. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And the defense makes a play. Finally, this is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Just going to keep it after the snap. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. We've got a good one going here in the third quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
On the run, it's Tamatova. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
They'll give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Going to swing it on second down. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Dogs! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's got great speed. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Got room at the 35. Turning it on. At the 30. That is exactly what you want to do with a football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Got some room under the goal line. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. They'll move the tight end. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Back to pass, it's Russell. The sure hands, it's Williams. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. And off from the shotgun. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he
throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And at this point of the game, you just can't say enough about how good the defense has been covering this guy. Coming into the game, they knew he was the critical factor for this offense with his skill set, but they have really been able to shut him down. They force another incompletion down the field looking his way. To me, that's one of the biggest reasons why they're winning this game.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Quarterback will keep it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, that dude just hits the gas and just goes. How nice is it as an offensive coordinator to have a quarterback that you can run just like a tailback? And you got a tailback in the backfield with him all the time. And he can throw so many options, but you just see the speed when he hits the gas, and it is really nice.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was good, no incident there, and we are tied up in the third. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. West Virginia has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 27 to Texas Tech. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Across the 45. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the touchdown, Georgia. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Got enough for the first. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Still on his feet at the 45. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Complete. On the move at the 30. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They want to run it left here. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Quarterback sneak, wedging himself into the line.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Fullback's got it. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bama!
Yeah, and I love when you make no bones about it. Bring in the beef, all the tight ends, the extra offensive linemen. Give it to the fullback. Let him plow ahead. You knew it was coming, and you couldn't stop.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Across the 25, he's got room. Turning on the Jets. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown Dogs. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
You know, this This offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking downfield, it's Russell. Makes the grab on the left. Gives him the big stiff arm. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man on the left. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown Tide! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Oklahoma is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over Iowa State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Play action on 1st down. Finds some time. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
To the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's home. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Tamatola. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Really great job by the running back there on the angle route on 3rd down. He sold it as if he was running to the flat, and at the last second put his foot in the ground and crossed the defender's face, making that an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. There he goes. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun the...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They move on top here in the 4th. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
He's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Baptiste. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes that Alabama offense. To the ground with the back. Gets away from one, finds room. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
To the air, it's Russell. Finds his man, it's Evans. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
I know you want to make a play. You're down. You're trailing. It's getting late in the game. But he has to understand, when nothing's there, I can't take a sack. The clock is my enemy.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And every defensive coordinator in the country will tell you, you want to get them to third and long. Obvious passing situations. Because they won second down and they got that big sack, they put them in the predictable third down. They win and probably force the punt here.
Trailing by a touchdown, this fourth down opportunity is gargantuan. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. First down and more. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, that is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back and win this game, that one was huge. Fourth down, picking up the first, getting some momentum and keeping this drive alive.
They're going back to the ground. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
And this offense has got to get somewhere. Man, that's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Got a man, it's Williams. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. To throw on third down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big time mistake. This one might cost them.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Georgia trying to use every second on this clock. The give to the single back. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Here's a hit. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
And the defense gets him on the ground for the fourth time today, by the way. They've pressured him. He's still done an unbelievable job making completions. But you know what? Get him on the ground when he's got the ball. He can't make something happen. Keep hitting him. Keep getting him on the ground.
Looking for space. It's Tamatova. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Georgia sends out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They boot it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Here's a throw downfield late. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air. But a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the corners. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Man, you got to love this defense. Being dialed in, being ready for the pass late in this football game when you needed a stop, playing tendencies, breaking on the football, 3 straight incompletions. Way to rise up by this defense.
Fourth down, trying to find his man. And that is interception number 3 on the day. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.